Hey, welcome back and good morning. So today I'm going to be up on the roof with Deb from Deb's RV Services, resealing the roof. We're going to be talking about 3 different things on what to do with your RV roof, about how to clean it before you reseal it, how to reseal it, and how often you should be resealing it. So I hope this video helps those of you who have an RV and didn't know how often you should be resealing your roof. I didn't. I thought it was every 2 years. And apparently Deb says that you should be checking it every 6 months. And you should only reseal one spot, one time. After that, you need to completely remove the seal and redo the whole thing. So I hope this video helped you guys out for those of you who have an RV. And Murphy's Law, today is like the coldest morning so far. I think it got down to 37 degrees in the RV last night. Oh well, at least it's sunny and it's not windy. All right, let's get this going. Okay guys, so we're getting started here with Deb from Deb's RV Services. So what are we doing here?
So what we're doing is we're patching up the sealant, and whenever you find a hole like this is a little tiny hole here, but it's enough to where water can get in there and then start to spread along this front cap. What we're going to do is we are going to patch that up so that we don't have any point of entry for water.
Okay.
What I'm going to do first is I'm going to clean it with mineral spirits.
All right.
So what I always do is I always wear gloves because, you know, this is a chemical. And then I use like a paper towel, or I have these shop towels. And I'm just gonna put some on here like that. And then I'm just gonna clean the area. See how it turns it back to white? That was the original color of the sealant.
Holy cow. Wow, it just strips it right off.
Yeah, and I'll probably just clean it one more time just because there's a lot of dirt on there from the dust in the desert. So now that I've got that on there, I'm gonna let that dry for a second. And I am going to get my little caulk gun. So what I have is Dicor self-leveling sealant. That's what you want to use for most rubber roofs.
Okay.
Always check with the manufacturer and see what kind of sealant that they used, because it could be, if you don't have a rubber roof and you don't understand roof types, it's best for you to look in your manual, find out what type of roof you have, and then what type of sealant was used. But most of the time, you can use the Dicor self-leveling.
Okay.
And make sure it says self-leveling. So what I'm going to do is I have to poke a hole in it first. So I'm going to take this out, and this little gadget here on the side of these caulk guns, you just punch it, okay? Once you do that, now it will come out. And then I'm just going to bring it to where it's tight, and I want to start to see it come up. So you can start to see it coming up.
Oh yeah.
And it is cold out, so it's going to be a little bit tighter and harder for it to come out because it's super cold right now. Oh, little air bubble. There we go. Okay. So now with this little hole, all I have to do is cover it, okay? And it can be a bead like that. Now I'm going to pull this out when I'm done because now it's going to keep dripping out. Because it's self-leveling, it's going to spread. That's what self-leveling means.
Okay.
It's going to level itself around. So you don't have to be worried about the lump. Just make sure the area is covered.
Okay.
The one thing with Dicor sealant is that it dehydrates. And we're in a desert climate. With sun exposure and time, it will dehydrate some. So you want to have enough on there so that when it dehydrates, it doesn't dehydrate too much or form another hole in the sealant or form a bubble. Sometimes they do after they're done drying. That's why when it comes out of the manufacturer, it's not always necessarily sealed properly, because there's time between when it's manufactured and then when you purchase it, and it is sitting out in the sun, and they're not, the techs at the dealership aren't necessarily going up there and patching up holes. So that's when I do inspections, I'm looking to make sure that all the sealant looks good right from the start.
Gotcha.
So always have that inspected.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to move on to the next one. So you definitely want to take a look at your roof about every 6 months at least, because of the dehydration, and you never know when you might form a new hole in your sealant or crack, and you don't want to end up getting water in there. So checking your roof is very important. It's one of the most important things. That was a nice big slice in there, but we got it.
And you were saying that you should only patch up a hole one time.
Correct. So with the roof, you only want to patch something once, because you can apply the silicone, or I'm sorry, not silicone, but the self-leveling Dicor over the top of older Dicor by cleaning it. But after it's already been patched one time, you don't want to then go over it a second time. At that point, you need somebody to take off all of the old sealant, so all of it gets, so say it was this mechanism here, and I've already patched this area, but new holes formed with the new sealant. You want to scrape, there's a point in time when you need to just scrape off all the old sealant and start fresh. If you have a really old RV that you're looking at maybe to purchase, and it hasn't been, the sealant's already been addressed one time and it's just cracked all over the place, you just want that whole roof to be redone.
Okay.
But that can be very costly.
I
so
bet.
Be very mindful of that some people go out and they get the paint on roof. They might just do that, or they can use a turn-on tape, which is a thick tape that you can place like around the edges. I have it on my RV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
so
think
you
I've
can
seen
use
that.
that as a method too. But if it's an older RV and it's already been addressed once, just, yeah, think about the cost of getting that. And it's really based on time. So patch jobs like this it can be relatively, you could do it in 30 minutes if there's just a few holes, but imagine scraping off old and then putting new. You're talking like hours of time. So that's a lot of labor work.
So the wind kicked up once again and the audio got really bad. But basically she was explaining that it's good to get your roof power washed at least once a year to keep the dirt and grime from building up. And it's actually a good idea to do before you're going to reseal things. So lesson learned for me for next time. So once again, thank you, Deb from Deb's RV Services. Make sure to check out her YouTube page, which I will post here. She has a lot of great tips on how to maintain your RV, so definitely go check it out. And I so appreciated her coming to show me how to do it. Next time I'll know how to do it myself. And she charged me just a minimal fee to do it. So I ended up tipping her really well because I expected to pay a lot more. So go check out her channel. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing to my channel. And I hope these tips helped you if you have an RV or you're considering on getting one. So we'll see you next time. Take care, and thanks again for watching. Bye, guys.